What's up YouTube, Mr. Captain Falcon here for another deck profile. This deck profile on my Blue Eyes Hero deck. And then I've been testing out this deck for a while now. It's really fun to play. And under the TCG ban list, where a lot of cards are limited or banned now, this deck actually has a chance. And onto the deck profile. 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's a Blue Eyes deck. You need 3. It's abusable with Maiden, and it's really abusable with Prisma too. And then with all your Reborn cards, even though Reborn is banned, with Silver's Cry, Call the Haunted, Swing of Memories, this card comes out a lot more than you want it to. 2 card to speed the deck up. Sometimes your first turn plays consist of either Prisma or Maiden, and those are really strong first turn plays, but sometimes you can't draw into that right away, so the card helps, and with 6 hand traps, you will draw into them eventually. 3 Effect Veiler. Veiler's still really good. I don't know how the format's going to turn out. Might be a really slow one, might be a really fast-paced one, but Veiler helps you against decks that try to just get rid of Blue Eyes for brute force like Sirocco, Gurunik, stuff like that, and Veiler stops it. 3 Prisma. This is the whole reason why I wanted to play this deck in the first place. Prisma can reveal Blue Eyes Ultimate and then dump Blue Eyes, and with all the reborning potential with this deck, he becomes very live. And Maiden can pull stuff out of the graveyard, and Azure Eyes can also pull stuff too. So that's really helpful, and it's really cool. One Honest. Everything you play is basically a light. You can even Honest Veiler if you really want to, but this should be self-explanatory. This card's stealing more games than I'd like to, because a lot of people, once Azure Eyes come out, the only way you can really kill it is either to Spellbook Fade it, or to creature swap, just non-targeting stuff, or running it over with a big monster, and then people get really sad when they run into Honest. Same with Blue Eyes. If there's that random time when people are like, oh, my monster's bigger than your Blue Eyes, you drop Honest and they get really sad. 3 Maiden. This card's busted. It's a floater that can special Blue Eyes. Enough said. I can special it from everywhere except remove and play, and it's once per turn. But Maiden's really good, and it'll let you go into your Azure Eyes plays. And then finally, to round up the monsters, 3 Maxi. Like I said, sometimes you don't have like a good first turn play if you don't have the Maiden, the Prisma, the card, and this just lets you draw into your good cards, so it's always good. Spells, 1 Book of Moon. Book of Moon's really good. Kills Ophion, just stops synchros, you know. Dark Hole, because it's the only other staple we have, basically. No more Reborn, no more Heavy, no more Avarice. So Dark Hole is really good. Triple E-Call. I'm just playing this because I can. You can opt to switch it out with 1 Rhoda, but I found the 3 ratio really well. Sometimes the 4th Rhoda can clog, so just 3 E-Call, just because I can. 2 Miracle Fusion. This is to get your Shinings out, because once your Prisma dies and you have no use for it anymore, you can either go into Shining or Gaia, and Miracle's still really good. Plus there's basically 6 Prismas, so that's really nice. 2 MST, you don't like backer, you don't like bottomless, even if they're 1, still really annoying. Really good card still. And Triple Duality, another reason why I wanted to play the deck, it gives it more consistency, and you don't have to special. More or less, you actually don't special very often. Prisma, dump, Duality, Maiden, Duality, dump, Duality, card. You know the drills. So this card's not really dead, and if it ever does become dead for any sort of reason, Phoenix Wing Wind Blast helps that problem. Triple Silver's Cry. This is a reason why I wanted to play this deck with Prisma. This lets you Reborn Blue Eyes from Grave, and that's it. It's a quick play Reborn for Blue Eyes. Amazing. 1 Swing of Memories. Like Silver's Cry, but not as good. It gets destroyed at the end phase, but since it's Blue Eyes, you can always synchro with Maiden or Veiler, let's say, and you can just sort of make it disappear before it happens, or you can always overlay if you have to. That shouldn't be a problem, though. Traps, we play 1 Bottomless. Since it's that 1, Bottomless is still really good. 2 Call, it's basically 2 more Reborns, and if they do ever kill it with Blue Eyes, or you want to do something, you can always go sync with Blue Eyes, and then you can chain Call to your other Blue Eyes you just used for your synchro. Then it'll become chain link 2 to your Azure Eyes effect, and then both your cards are indestructible basically for the turn. So that's really cool too. And you can also do that with, again, Silver's Cry. 1 Compulse. Again, it's a 1 of now. Compulse is still really good. And Phoenix Wing Wing Blast. This is your claw. This is your fix your hand card. If you don't, since I'm not playing trade in, you don't really like to draw your blue eyes, and you can't dump the blue eyes from your hand with Prisma if it's in your hand. So Phoenix Wing Wing Blast lets you dump those dead blue eyes, dump those dead E-calls and stuff, and just make you can swing. And it's really helpful. Side deck I just threw together, but it works well in theory. 2 Lila, 2 Raikou. This deck sometimes has a hard matchup against Evil Swarms, and these both help. Raikou helps, and so does Lila, and they help you mill. And they can also mill your breakthrough skills against the Evil Swarm matchup. 2 Scarecrow for decks that are just like to OTK. Spells, 2 Lance, 1 MST. The third MST is kind of self-explanatory, but the 2 Lances, as it is now, I don't know what the format's, as nobody knows right now, what the format will turn out like until probably Toronto. But the Lances help a lot against like the Fire Fist matchup, the Blackwing matchup, against like Icarus attack and dumb stuff like that. So really good card. Again, triple breakthrough for those matchups you don't really want to deal with. Spellbooks that still play Jowgen. Ophion's always a problem. Shien's a problem. Just cards like that. 2 Gozen match against everything else. Gozen match is still really good. And the third wing, the Phoenix Wing Wing Blast for other problematic decks. Extra deck's not really important other than the Shinings and the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. But the Ultimate Dragon is just a reveal for Prisma. And this artwork looks sweet. So I'm using this one instead of the original. 1 Gaia because of Card and Maxi. 1 Tornado because I play Emerald, and that's the only reason why. Oh, I guess Mistworm's a win too, but Emerald's really good. 2 Shining. This is the one you go into the most because Blue Eyes is a light, Maiden's a light, Valor's a light, Prisma's a light. So this is the one you go into the most, and probably the best one still. 1 Catastor. I guess I can play Escarito just because I play Catastor, but I never really go into him because I never want to use my Synchro with my Prisma and my Maiden, and I'd rather just keep my Maiden there unless I know that I can't win unless I do. 2 Azure Eyes. You go into this a lot. Azure Eyes basically is another Reborn during the standby for your Blue Eyes, but his effect is when he Synchro Summon, you can, or when this card Special Summon, you can all face up Dragon monsters you control. Can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects until the end of their next turn. So that makes it so if you like chain Silver, like I said this before, but if you chain Call the Haunted or Silver's Cry to his effect when he's specialed, your Blue Eyes will become indestructible for the turn 2. Probably my favorite thing I did was I played against Light Swords, and I made Azure Eyes, and then I Silver Cried my Blue Eyes, and then they were like, drop JD, pay 1,000, blow up your field. My monsters didn't die, because this was on Dev Pro, but they were like, pay another 1,000, blow up your field. They still didn't die. I was like, you're cheating. I was like, no, read Azure Eyes. Oh. So he wanted to go attack Azure Eyes, since it was an attack mode and a drop of Honest, and it was just GG from there. But it was really funny. 1 Mistworm. This rarely happens, and I just threw it in here. Double Prisma, Maiden, could happen. You never know. But, what's it called? Normally, I'd honestly rather play like Slacker Magician because I'd rather maybe overlay 2. I don't know. The last spot can be whatever you hope, but like you can even play freaking Dyson Sphere in this because you make Azure Eyes a lot. I have a few times where like I can overlay my 2 Azure Eyes, but it's not really good, so I advise not to. 1 Emerald. If you're familiar with the Dark Magician deck that can span Dark Magician using Prisma into like Goldfish Prisma into this, it's basically the same concept but with Blue Eyes instead. 1 Cowboy because he's level 4. 1 Excalibur because Prisma's level 4 and he's a warrior. 1 Heliopolis and 1 Galaxy Eyes. Heliopolis because you get Blue Eyes out consistently, and this is your most reliable level 8. Galaxy's Eyes is also really consistent and reliable. You can opt to play Giant Grinder or Puppet Grinder over him, but I just like Galaxy Eyes because you can OTK out of nowhere. And yeah. And lastly, 1 Maestro because he's obviously level 4. That's the deck profile, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe. Hope you guys liked it, and tell me guys what you think and what I should do next. So peace out, YouTube.